Hello. It's come to our attention here at Almost Live that a columnist for the Tacoma Morning News Tribune has taken to calling Seattle Latte Land. Well, that's fair enough, because for years here in Seattle we've called Tacoma names, and now we're finding out that it's cruel and hurtful. So we at Almost Live have vowed never again to call Tacoma Stinkville or Tacoma Aroma, or Reek City, Loserville, Pond Scum Corner, Pittsburgh, Smelterland, Spokane on Drugs, the armpit of Puget Sound. My God, what have we done, Ville?
The jewel of Pierce County,
right.
Odor World, Cesspool City, Rendering Plant Junction, the stuff on the bottom of your shoes after you walk through a cow pasture.
How about Stinging Eyes Town, Tachyoma, Low Value Village, City of Lightheadedness, Who Cut the Cheeseburg, Brown Air Vista, Hard on the Eyesville.
Oh, yeah, Dead Mouse Behind a Refrigeratorville, Greasepot Grove, Sludge Metropolis, Mommy Can We Moveville, Dung Magnet, Ratsylvania.
What about Blunder Bay, Stink Like a Polecat Corner, Smog Haven, Stomach Churn, Somebody Light a Match Town, No Class Village, Mildewburg.
Halitosis Hamlet, Rust Bucket Way, Where Things Go to Dieville, Blemish Bog, Ugly as Sin Town, Smelterburg, Target Town.
Yeah.
We're not going to call it any of those things anymore.
No.
Tonight, the greatest Almost Live show of all time. The most creative, breathtakingly brilliant episode in the history of Almost Live. It's a show.
That was last week.
What?
That was last week's show.
Tonight, the second greatest Almost Live show of all time. And here's your host, Keister.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, it's been just a very interesting week in the news. A couple of items caught my eye. I thought I'd share them with you. First of all, in my very favorite newspaper, the Weekly World News. I know that's probably, you share this. It's a very interesting story. This isn't at the 23-pound. This isn't the one. Probably the Tri-Cities area, I'm guessing, is where this happened. But this actually isn't the story. The Weekly World News actually has been holding a contest that I'm sure a lot of you are aware of. I'm a little upset about it, actually. They offered a $100 prize to the person who had the biggest butt in America. Now, I'm not really upset that they had the contest exactly, and I'm not really upset that, let's face it, the prize money was a little lousy. But when they found the winner, I really wish they could have used a different headline. Steve, could we see that, please? Now, you know, you have no idea the trouble the Keister clan, we had to leave our homeland and come to this world, the new world, because of the persecution that we ran into, and now the biggest butt in America. And look, our family name right above, the biggest butt in America. I don't know. I guess basically the thing I thought of most when I opened up that was, thank God I'm out of junior high. That's just, you know, not in junior. Anyway, another item from the front page of the Seattle Times caught my eye. You may have seen this too. Boeing's chairman, Frank Schruntz, just hit the $1 million mark. He makes $1 million a year, over $1 million a year as the head of Boeing. It's you know, of course, a tough job. He's the guy, he's got to decide whether to charge the military 10 times or 20 times the actual cost of an item, you know. Got to keep the morale up at the Renton plant, which, as you know, is very tough. And let's see, now that Boeing owns Longacres, he's got to call the feature race every day. So that's got to be very tough. But $1 million. And, you know, the thing is, that's not all. He gets a lot more. And the Times, they didn't even list the other perks that he gets for being chairman of Boeing. And, well, you know, we just happen to have the list. We just happen to have it. How do we get these lists? I don't know. We thought you'd be interested. in Frank Schrantz's perks. For example, he gets to look at the secret book that tells which planes have loose bolts, which is good. His kids get all the big inner tubes they want. His Boeing ID badge has a gold pocket clip. Whoa. He can use the shop equipment to repair golf clubs, which is good. Also, he gets to drive the little 747 in the Seafair Torchlight Parade. He never has to sit next to a fat guy when traveling, which is nice. And during layoffs, he's the guy who gets to say, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which is good. So, Frank, obviously, with $1 million, you know he's got a lot of disposable income, and a lot of people around here, they like to use that money to go out to restaurants. And if you're looking for an interesting new place to go out and eat, you might consider our newest sponsor. Take a look.
Hi, and welcome to the sedated Soaring Bird Cafe. My name's Trail Mix, and I'll be your waiter tonight. Now, our specials, well, we had a couple, and I can check and see what they are.
Are you a vegetarian who's sick and tired of the laid-back, flaky, non-aggressive attitude served up by most health food restaurants?
What's the soup of the day?
I think it's whatever's left in the pot.
Get out of here! If you're tired of this wimpy crap, then come on down to Veggie Kill, the restaurant for vegetarians who still have a little animal in them. Come on!
At Veggie Kill, you pick your own vegetables, still very much alive and growing, and then kill them! You ready? Ready! Go! This is our slaughter garden, where you get to blast them, rip them, slice them, and chop them. Our special amplification system even lets you savor the useless screams of your prey. You two, you ready to eat? Yes, sir! Let's go!
Yeah, good! 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 Remember, just because you're vegetarian doesn't mean you gotta eat with wimps! Come to Veggie Kill and experience the thrill of the hunt! Freeze!
Veggie Kill! It's not for wimps! All right, stay with us. We've got a great show, and we'll be right back.
Monday on A Woman's Place. We'll talk about sex in the workplace and just how dangerous it can be if your job involves heavy machinery.
Oh, all that and a tasty mock spinach salad using Ritz crackers.
That's Monday on A Woman's Place.
Why do women have all the answers? Why won't any women go out with us? That's not true. What about ad agencies have determined through focus groups are the target demographics for this beer, right? Right.
Why ask why? Try Bad Dry. A bold new taste in beer. So while women remain elusive, a good buzz won't.
Monday is tax day. You blew it, didn't you? You messed up again, and on Monday you've got to pay. Or do you? Not if you come see us in the next 24 hours. Hello, I'm Ken Bevins, president of Tax Weasels Incorporated, the late tax specialist. Time is running out for you to take advantage of our special service that finds write-offs, dependents, and tax breaks you never knew you had. You'll end up getting money, enough to cover our small service fee, and still leave you enough for a night on the town you won't soon forget. Right, Brad?
That's right, Ken. Everybody who walks through our door in the next 24 hours gets to dip into our big barrel of receipts. Grab a fistful of legitimate write-offs gathered from fine restaurants, taxi companies, and charities all over town. And we'll throw in a grab bag of prescriptions. Medical receipts that'll put the IRS in a world of hurt. So come on down to the tax weasels, because we're smarter than they are.
That's right, Brad. That's just one example of the creativity you'll find when you walk through our doors. Another is our new dependent service. Even if you've lived alone for years and have no friends, we can find dependents that will cut your taxes like a weed eater through a Twinkie. You see, dependents are defined by the IRS as people who are living off you without contributing anything. So if you live in the Seattle area, you can claim the Seattle School Board, record store clerks, most metro managers, everybody at the post office, the floating bridge maintenance crew, the Seattle Mariners, and many, many more. But claiming dependents is just one tool that we use here at TWI. We also have an entire department specializing in deductions. Here's one of our experts.
Hi, I'm Stephen Sedgwick, and I can show you how, with a little bit of imagination, nearly anything can be deducted. For example, did you know that most people can deduct the cost of their TV set if it's used for job-related viewing? If you work at Boeing and use your set for watching truck pulls or bowling for dollars, that's a deduction. If you're a Microsoft employee, you can deduct your TV if you rent the videos Revenge of the Nerds or Revenge of the Nerds 2. If you're a ferry captain, you can deduct your TV every time you watch a Budweiser commercial. It's just that easy. Ken?
Thanks, Steve. Right now you're probably asking yourself, just how good are the tax weasels? Well, let me show you a pie chart summary of last year's clients. As you can see, 5% are in jail. Just 5%. 12% were either a mistrial or insufficient evidence. 26% whereabouts unknown. And 57% completely satisfied. That's over half. So do yourself a favor and come see us at Tax Weasels Incorporated. Uncle Sam might be sorry, but you won't.
Tuesday on A Woman's Place. First aid tips if your man is wounded during gunplay. An exclusive semi-nude baby picture of Alec Baldwin. And party etiquette. How to trip women with dresses more expensive than yours.
All that in beautiful crocheted toilet roll covers.
That's Tuesday on A Woman's Place.
Hey.
Hi. Hi.
Are you comfortable?
Uh-huh.
You want anything?
No.
You sure? Some coffee?
Yeah, I'm fine.
How about a beer?
No, I'm fine. Here, just sit down, relax. Relax. You've been so jumpy all day.
Oh.
Really, you have. You should relax.
Okay. Do you remember when I said that I had something I wanted us to talk about tonight?
Oh, yeah, we were going to talk. Sure,
Yeah.
you want to talk?
Yeah.
You want to talk?
Yeah,
All right.
can't
All right. Oh, fantastic. Oh, Stop Making Sense. You remember that Talking Heads, the concert movie that I was telling you about?
Yeah.
It's here. It's at the theater
good.
from one night tonight, 20 minutes. We can make it if we go right now. So you want to go? Because it's really great. You know, you look fine. You wouldn't have to change or anything like. You know.
Yeah,
so
let's go.
So let's. Yeah, because.
I really wanted to talk.
Well, it'll take us 20 minutes to get there, so we could talk in the car. You
Okay.
want to do that?
Well, can we start here?
Sure, but we gotta.
Okay, all
we
right.
did.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think about me?
Oh, honey. One of these kind of conversations. Well, okay. I think that you are a very intelligent and beautiful woman who is in grave danger of missing what most people would consider the greatest concert movie ever made if she doesn't hurry up and go.
We're gonna go. Okay.
Okay,
We'll go.
okay, then we
Look, it's
need
just
to
that
go,
I've been
you know.
talking with my friends, and they asked me about us, and well, that's it. Are we an us, or are we a you and a me?
Well, I would say we're definitely an us. We're an
We are.
us, okay?
You think
Sure,
so?
yeah, we are an us. So let's us go, okay? Our us. Let's
Well,
us
okay,
go.
if you think of us as an us, then
Why is it that you never introduce me as your girlfriend?
Oh, yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Oh, I do all the
No,
time.
you don't. I would remember.
Oh, it's just you probably aren't there at the time.
No, not there. I'd have to be there.
No, I mean, if I'm out with the guys, I'll say, I got to go see my girlfriend. Or like today, I said I have to go to my girlfriend's house. I say it like constantly. But if that's what's worrying you,
no,
then you are officially my girlfriend.
No.
You are my girlfriend.
You're missing the point. It isn't the label girlfriend that I'm talking about. What I want to know is what you feel about me.
Oh, honey, look. I mean, I think that you feel really good. I mean, I feel good about.
Yeah, I know. I feel really good. No, what I want to know is where you want this relationship to go.
Okay, honey, to be completely honest, I would like to see this relationship go in the car, and then I'd like it to go to the theater, and then I'd like it to get good seats.
Come on, can't you be serious with me for just a minute?
I'm trying to be serious, but, what are you asking me? Where's the relationship going? Were you asking, are we going to get married? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm not asking if we're going to get married. Why, do you want to get married?
No, but I'm just assuming that that's what you're asking.
No, I'm not asking that, but it gives me a really clear indication that you don't ever want to get married. That's fine.
No, I didn't say that I never want to get married.
Oh, right, okay, you just don't ever want to get married to me.
No.
All right, if that's what you're saying.
No, I think that, in the future, if you and I are still, if we're together and there comes a time that we want to, think about it, that I think that it,
What are you saying?
Oh, all right, look, you want to get married? All right, let's just get married, okay?
Hey,
let's just get married, then we'll go, okay?
I didn't want to upset you, but
Look,
this
let's
wasn't a...
just get married, okay?
Okay.
All right, good. Then, wife, come on, let's go to the movie. Come on, wife,
Okay.
come on. Wife, come on.
365 degrees, burning down the house. It was once a
Good evening and welcome to the John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. Washington Senator Brock Adams is facing an uphill battle for re-election this year. In a desperate fundraising move, Adams has begun posing for Montclair cigarette advertisements. Flood alarm systems will be installed in our 3 remaining floating bridges. However, bridge workers have insisted that each alarm must be fitted with an override switch, because who wants to listen to that thing all weekend? Boeing will soon distribute $32 million in pay raises to its engineers. That sounds like a lot, but keep in mind, they'll still be working at Boeing. The University of Washington has selected Seattle Mayor Norm Rice to be this year's commencement speaker. The announcement was made now so that the students' excitement would wear off enough by June for them to concentrate on finals. It turns out that Hanford's waste would fill the Kingdome 900 times. When contacted, the Kingdome officials said, "That's okay, we already have the Mariners." On that note, we'd like to begin a special feature on this week's John Report. In honor of the start of baseball season, I'd like to throw out the first Mariner jokes. The Mariners are off to the worst start in the 15-year history of the team. Management has issued a statement trying to convince the press that the fans aren't booing, they're just chanting, "Moose! Moose!" The Mariner Moose has new, smaller, lighter antlers this year. They allow the team mascot to hide its head in shame in smaller, more practical holes. The new food at the Kingdome concession stands, however, got good reviews in a recent test with kids. The youngsters especially like the cheese-flavored bubble gum that comes with the nachos. The first Mariner jokes of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, a new report says that Microsoft is closing in on Boeing in total net worth. However, Microsoft still lags way behind Boeing in the number of trucks in its parking lot with bumper stickers that read, "If my camper's rockin', don't come knockin'." This has been the John Report. Thank you, and we'll be right back.
Wednesday, on a woman's place. You came home and found your man in bed with another woman. So you shot them both and had a male friend help you drag their bodies down to the river. Now it's 3 days later, and it's time to get on with your life. We'll show you all the hot new spots for meeting those eligible guys.
That plus placemats you can create from macaroni.
Oh, that's Wednesday on A Woman's Place.
Well, that's all the time we have this week on Almost Live, but I want to tell you that next week we're going to be taping a special 1-hour Almost Live called Almost Live versus the Northwest. Now, if you'd like to be in the audience for this special show, please call our ticket line at 448-4556. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Promotional consideration for Almost Live provided by Pizzeria Pagliacci, featuring traditional and gourmet pizza by the slice. Pizzeria Pagliacci, rated Seattle's best pizza.